my God, Lauren.
Bears football is officially back. They play the Miami Dolphins during the preseason opener. Trade video and the football is officially back, man. The Chicago Bears have a game tomorrow, folks, and of course, you know I was gonna. I have to do the preview now. I'm not gonna do the prediction yet because this is again preseason. Now. Before I lay some things out, I do want to know Caleb Williams and the starters will not be, most of the starters will not be playing. So we will most likely see backups, but I do believe Tua, I don't think Tyreek Hill is playing. I would think he wouldn't. But I do think Tua will be playing for the Miami Dolphins, which, you know, like I said, again, it's preseason. We will probably see some snaps here and there, you know, with Tua, but I do want to say this. I really wish we could see Caleb Williams play because Caleb Williams, to me, he needs everything I've heard of training camp. You know, he's still growing, he's still learning, and I really would like that if he has some snaps in the preseason, you know, against the Dolphins. Which, if you really think about it, you know, Caleb Williams, so far we heard he's been getting better, and I like that he's getting better. Which also brings to my point real quick. The joint practice, our defense literally dominated the offense. They literally dominated the Dolphins from Friday against the joint practices. So that's a very good thing. Our defense, I'm not even worried about defense right now. But our offense will take some time. But I am excited to see, you know, even like I said, Caleb's not playing. What Luther Burden does, what does Carson Loveland do? Some guys like Kyle McGunney, what is he gonna do? And this is also a good time where we get to see a guy called Tyler Scott, who's fighting for the roster. Because listen, I've not heard of Tyler. I haven't heard Tyler Scott at all in training camp, and we really don't hear a lot of players. That's not really a good sign. Now I really am interested to see how does Tyler Scott do. I'm interested to see not only him, what does defense look like too. Now, like I said, most of the starters will not be playing, so we probably get to see guys like Monte Sweats, Grady Jarrett, Dio, I assume won't play. Kyler Gordon, I don't think plays. I don't think Brisker plays. Maybe he does. I'm not sure. And also means on offense, we won't really get to see like our offensive line probably won't play. So we can see a lot of, we'll most likely see a lot of backups. Like we might see maybe Adonze plays, maybe Cole Kmet plays. But I personally do feel like we won't see a lot of starters play tomorrow. And which, you know, they already had some joint practices as well, and they're gonna have practices Monday. So, but Ben also did say we will expect them to at least see some type of time, if it's not next week against the Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said though, man, I definitely feel like for the offense especially, I would love to see them play at least a couple series, at least like a snap or two, like a couple snaps. You know, at least for, especially for Caleb, I would definitely love to see at least him get a couple snaps. But the Bears do have their first game tomorrow against the Dolphins, which I love that. And, you know, I'm interested to see, like I said, we get to see some football, but I'm interested to see how do a lot of our backup look like. You know, how do a lot of our backup look like? How do Tyson Bagent look tomorrow? Because everybody is probably going to come in my comment section and say, oh, the Bears should have Tyson Bagent as their QB1. Yeah, okay, man. But I mean, we get to probably see Case Keenum. I mean, we get to see, like I said, Zacchaeus. I think he might play. He might not play. I do think we might see Zacchaeus play probably. We get to see him. We get to see Devin Duvernay and some other people, or some other guys on the team play. You know, we get to see Jonathan Owens play. I'm guessing we get to see just a lot of like the rookies and a lot of the people who need starting. You know, who has the chance to make this roster. So that's what I'm really excited for. I'm not gonna make this too long, man, because like I said, it is preseason. And the real, like I said, I love football, so I'm gonna watch this game regardless because I love football, and I'm gonna have my reaction Monday because right after the game I work at 3, so but that's all I really have for much of me. I mean, that's all I really have for you guys, man. Honestly, I don't really have a lot of now. You know, like I said, I am interested, especially seeing Carson Loveland. Carson Loveland, from what I heard, he's been doing really, really good at the training camp, and he's been balling out, and that is definitely a good weapon for him to use for Caleb Williams. You know, having that connection. Like I said, you know, Tyson's going to probably be a starter tomorrow, but you really get to see what Loveland looks like, and you know. He reminds me of George Kittle a little bit, how he plays. I said it. He reminds me a little bit of Sam Laporta and George Kittle. And, you know, Ben Johnson, like I said, Ben Johnson is definitely going to use him more of that Sam Laporta type of way where he did in Detroit. Also, I'm also excited to see how Ben Johnson looks during his first coaching of the game. I mean, tomorrow he literally coaches his first game, his first NFL game. And, I'm excited to see what he does. I'm excited to see the energy that he brings with the team, and all I've heard, man, he's been on them boys' throats. I mean, he's letting nothing slide, and that's a good thing, you know. And that's something you definitely want to see from this coaching staff. You definitely want to see. You just definitely do want to see a good coach, a good coaching staff getting with these players, setting the standard, setting the tone with this team, because that is something that we need in Chicago. And a lot of you Bear fans do know that is something we need in Chicago. Is somebody to set the tone, somebody to set the standard, and you know him also being with Dan Campbell. And I do love that he's bringing a lot of that in here, which is really what we need in Chicago Bears football. But like I said, I'm excited, man. I'm happy we got football back. Speaking of, I'm watching the Giants and I believe the Bills playing. We did watch Jackson Dart for a little bit, you know. So football's back, man. Football's back, and it just feels good. Now, even though it's not the real deal, it still feels good to have football back. So, but that's all I have for you today, man. Don't forget, press the bell notification every time I drop a video. Like the video, share the video, and as always, man, bear down the Bears.